Hello and welcome to this analysis of the video Epilogue by Daft Punk. Today we're going to talk about symbolism in the music video and what I think it means. This is just my personal opinion. I think there's going to be a broad spectrum of what people think it means. But remember, these are just my ideas and it's my analysis. There's just two guys, Daft Punk, and one of the guys stops walking. I guess being a machine or a robot, he shut down. The other guy keeps walking for a while, not realizing it, but when he does realize it, he goes back and he sets up a destruct mechanism to blow that guy up, signifying, I suppose, the end of Daft Punk. And then he continues walking towards the horizon. In this music video, in the middle of it, it's split by this hand gesture that the guys in the group do. It's a triangle hand gesture, and behind it is the sun. There's going to be a broad spectrum of what people think that this means. Some people are going to watch it from a very fundamentalist Christian perspective, and they're going to say that this means that they sold their souls to the devil. It means that they're pledging their allegiance to the devil. Basically, they'll do anything it takes for power and money, and they're laughing at all of us. Another end of the spectrum is basically what I'm going to talk about today. So let me just get into why I think this has a positive meaning. First of all, one reason why people say that celebrities do hand gestures or signs or something like that is because they did sell their souls and they need to stay relevant in the industry, and the industry is only going to allow them to come and put stuff out and, you know, drop a huge sales figure if they will pledge their allegiance to the occult or something like that. However, these guys never even reveal their faces very often. I mean, I don't even know off the top of my head what they look like. And they're done. They're saying this group is done, and yet they're still throwing up the hand gesture. So why would they do that if they want to stay relevant? Why would they just drop out? They should at least take their mask off and be like, hey, watch for us in our next thing that we're going to put out or something like that. So it doesn't make sense to me in that way. Secondly, Daft Punk is a group that has said in an interview before, and I quote, "I think that the influence we'd like to have on people is beyond a musical influence." So they're coming right out and saying that they don't do things just because it's going to get them publicity, because they have to. They're doing things because they want to. So the meaning of their symbols obviously has a meaning of something that's important to them, especially for them to come back and put this out here when they haven't made an album in 8 years and they're just saying goodbye, and then they throw up this symbol. If it's not to stay relevant, and if they put things out there because they want it to have a meaning, what could the meaning of this be? Well, in ancient Egypt, the triangle was shown as a symbol of intelligence and indicated the capacity for love. If you listen to the lyrics of the song Touch, as the remaining member is walking away, he's saying this, and I quote, "Hold on, if love is the answer, you're home." So it's an indication of hope. Hold on means to keep doing something, and love is the answer that we hold. So when you think of holding love, do you think of just saying I love you to someone, or is it when you think of doing some action of love towards someone? When I think of holding love, I think of meditation. And I think that the sign of the triangle in this case is indicating meditation or enlightenment. And let me tell you why. In ancient Egypt, the eye of Horus represented Horus, the sun god. And often when we see the eye of Horus, it's depicted with light rays around it. That is to bring to mind the sun. So as we see this sun in the triangle, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that it's representing the eye of Horus. I read on medium.com the following. The eye of Horus depicts the secret areas of the brain that hold the potential for each human to obtain enlightenment. This part of the brain is linked to emotions and memories, random access memories. It controls and coordinates everything from the movements to the fingers to the heart rate. We already mentioned that this is also called the all-seeing eye, or the third eye, which is represented by the pineal gland, located in the center of the brain. It stays dormant until the soul reaches a certain spiritual level. Perhaps reaching this certain spiritual level is holding on to love, putting love first. This is not a message that is unique to the ancient Egyptians. This is a message that is at the fundamental part of Christianity. The same people that demonize artists often and say that they're the devil also are the people that need to remember this Jesus quote where he said that, why do you pay attention to the speck in someone else's eye when you've got a log in your own? The message of this song is very clearly saying, as we've just seen the triangle, the lyrics of the song are saying that we should hold on to love. And holding on to love indicates that everything we do is born out of love. The triangle is a symbol of evolution, and it's a symbol of enlightenment. And even though Daft Punk is not going to be with us anymore, as the remaining member of Daft Punk walks on toward the horizon, the song in the background and the evocation of the triangle is reminding us that they want to have an influence on their listener more than just a musical influence. And it's not the influence of evil, it's the influence of love.